When everyone left St. Francis High School for spring break, the senior class could never imagine how much their year would change. Senior Ava Baden took it upon herself to create an Instagram account to celebrate the class of 2020 and their future plans.
Why did you set up this site?
So one of my friends had been sending me posts from like other schools who were doing the same thing. So I decided that since we didn't have one from our school, I kind of jokingly said to her like, "Oh, should I make one for our school?" And she's like, "Yeah, you actually should." So then I just kind of decided to.
What do you require students to send in to you in order to be featured on the Instagram account?
So students need to send in a picture, what their posts like high school plans are, and then their first and last name if it's not in their Instagram username or bio. Yeah.
Good job. It was so funny to me because I just had all these meetings about this stuff. And then I'm on Instagram and I'm like, who's doing this? Who is this person? So then it was funny. So I DM'd you and you were like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through Instagram and then like how there's the quick ad thing or however that works. That's where I saw the Instagram account. What are you hoping people get out of this Instagram account?
I was kind of just hoping that people will be able to look at where their classmates are going because we spent so many of our years together. I think it's just really interesting to know what all of our friends' plans are.
Ava, can you tell me a little bit about how you kind of came up with the idea, but also with your designs? How are you creating the designs?
Obviously, the account, like the idea of having an account that just posts the seniors' plans isn't necessarily original, but I didn't want to like completely copy any of the other schools with my design. So I tried a bunch of different apps, but the one that was the easiest was Pic Collage. And so I put the picture and then I go find the like logo or the mascot of the school. I put the little picture of that in the corner and then I do the name and where they're going and what their plans are. Or if their plans are something else, not the school, but whatever.
So what is your goal? How many people are you featuring a day? Maybe kind of talk through what your social media plan is for this.
Really just as many people as I get. I mean, I hopefully can do as many of the senior class that is willing to participate and stuff. I've just done all of them that I've gotten so far. So
How much time a day do you spend on this?
yeah, it doesn't really take that long. I've probably spent like the first day is when I got the most, probably like an hour, hour and a half working on making the post, just because I want to make them the best that I can, making sure everything's like evenly lined up and stuff.
Have you had any surprises with like because you said you wanted to see where people are going. Is there anyone that's come through that has surprised you with like their future plans or anything that you've been like super kind of excited about?
Someone's going into mortuary science. I thought that was really interesting. I hadn't really heard of that before, so I thought that was pretty interesting.
What is your overall message to the class of 2020?
I just kind of wanted to spread the message that, like, obviously the fact that we can't go to school our last year is a little upsetting. So I just kind of wanted to bring some kind of like a decision day feeling, even though we won't have an actual decision day because we won't be in school. So
Do you think on decision day you'll post a picture of cake?
I
The,
probably
tr-
could.
the tradition in the IMC is that everybody gets cake. I don't
Oh,
know how we're going to do that.
maybe I could make a cake and take a picture of it.
Where are you going and what are your future plans?
I'm going to the University of Wisconsin River Falls to study food science. I want to be a research and development food scientist, hopefully at General Mills, but I'll take anywhere I can get.
How can this be meaningful to the class of 2020 or like your message you want to give them?
I was hoping that, like, since the internet is kind of a forever thing, that like in a few years everyone can go look back and think about like remember our senior year because we definitely had a unique experience this year, very different. So
Throughout these social distancing days, SFHS Media will continue to post. We hope these stories will help us reflect on our connections to community.